been raining pretty much all day, but that's okay because we have all of the food to try and make us feel better, even though it's been such miserable weather. So we're at Casey's Corner, which is pretty much in the exact same place it is in Florida, and they have these cheese and crispy onion hot dogs, which this is the only park I know that does these, and I've covered mine in mustard, and the mustard in the French park is Dijon mustard, not the typical American. And it's good. It's good, right guys? They use like a different cheese as well. You might think you don't like the Dijon mustard, but it's really good. I promise. And it's just a regular pork sausage as well. Not any fancy meat, but it's like exactly what you want when it's cold at Euro Disney and you need some energy. I'm actually going to say something a little controversial, but I think the hot dogs at the Casey's in Disneyland Paris are better than the hot dogs at Casey's in Disney Florida, but you'll have to try them yourself and see if I'm right, but I am. Was my favorite restaurant from my childhood visits to Disneyland Paris. So now they've decided that the story is that Captain Jack won this restaurant from someone else. I've got some footage of it, I can't remember the full story. There's some lore. So we're starting with this drink, and I can't drink alcohol, so I've got a virgin mojito, which we've decided tastes better than the regular mojito. It's not a lie, it's the truth. They all agree. And we're waiting on food, and I've ordered the Suckling pig and tricorn tart. So Captain Jack's is stationed right next to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, and you can actually see the people going past you while you have your dinner. And the whole atmosphere is like it's at night, even during the day, and you come in, you've got lanterns everywhere, and it really feels like you're out at night, as you probably heard my housemate Charlie say in the background. It actually just feels like you're here at nighttime, enjoying a sublime evening in the Caribbean. The only problem is it's difficult to take food photos here because the lighting is so dim, which is obviously an issue for me. And also you do have to book in advance. It's a very popular restaurant, as you will see why the food is exceptional. So we order from the set menu because that's definitely the cheapest way to do this. And I've ordered the cod fritters, my starter, from the 7 Seas menu. They've made a kind of fish mash inside the fritters and deep fried them. They are, it's all about the sauce. It's such good sauce. It's so good. It also comes with roasted plantain, which is something I've never actually tried before. It's kind of similar to banana if you haven't eaten it. Very strange. Don't know if I'm a fan of plantain, but the cod fritters are great. I feel it's important I tell you that Charlie tried the plantain and she says it is badly cooked plantain. So probably I do like plantain and I just haven't had a goodly cooked plantain. That's our word of the day, goodly. You also get bread free with your meal, which Ellen is insisting I talk about. And this one is a coconut bread, which the second you bite into it is so intensely coconutty, and a cornbread, which is pretty corny. So this is the slow roast suckling pork, and it is definitely slow roast. It is quite literally falling apart as I touch it with my fork.
This is a really good curry.
It's very sweet. It's almost fishy. It's good. A little on the spicy side, but I obviously like that. But what I'm really excited about is these vegetables. They're all slightly caramelized. They're good. This is definitely a good pork. And finally, we are on the try something dessert. What was this called again? Tricorn dessert, which is a coconut cream and papaya paste, I'm gonna call it. It also comes with this, I guess it's the pastry part of it. It's this kind of deep brown chocolatey. It's like caramel, a caramel pastry around the edge. It's very nice. Reminds me a little bit of molasses. Yeah, it's quite a surprising taste. Reminds me very much of a Japanese dessert. Utterly delicious. I reckon I could eat a whole bucket of this coconut mousse that's on the top of it. So good. So it's very, very cold today. It's probably going to be the coldest day all weekend at Disneyland Paris, which is the perfect day to get one of the crepes. This is the only park where you can get the crepes, and you can get them with Nutella or sugar. Crepes are a really classic kind of French dish, so it's nice to have sort of the classic French park food snack item. So I got mine with Nutella and make them in front of you, but they heat them up in front of you. And they're so good. They're like probably one of the best little park snack foods. And because it's an exclusive to Paris as well, it kind of feels special. So our next snack adventure is at Puente del Oro, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. With the release of Coco, they're doing a whole Coco themed thing here, which is very exciting because Disneyland Paris is usually kind of behind on the new films. So everything here is Mexican, all Mexican inspired dishes, and we got the loaded fries, which is a Mexican twist. They've got guacamole, red beans, kind of like if they poured a burrito on top of some fries. The other thing they have, which is very exciting, and I don't know how long they're gonna have this for, a special Coco, which is made with, it was a marshmallow syrup, and you also get the special cup, which is an exclusive, so I definitely recommend getting that, and I haven't tried it yet. Oh, it's really good, Coco. But yeah, hopefully Abby's not watching this because I'm definitely gonna get her one of these special cups for her birthday coming up. Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, and this is a 100% exclusive to Disneyland Paris. They don't have it at any other Disney park, and it's my first time doing it. So it's a dinner show, and then they do an incredible rodeo performance in front of you. Buffalo Bill's is an extra cost, but it is probably one of the things that you must do if you ever come to Disneyland Paris. Everyone says the food here is some of the best, and coming for the show alone is kind of something you have to do. You've got to do it. It was a bargain, what she said. You've got to do it. I'm having it first. Here's my first little piece of cornbread. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Evan, Edinga, you were right. Cornbread is a miracle.
Are you supposed to eat cornbread with a fork?
No. Really, I'm not supposed to eat it with a fork? Oh my god, it's so good! Oh, there she goes! Ellen's been picked. Ellen's getting picked to go up.
These brave folks are going to be risking their lives protecting your goals. Give them a big hand! Les applaudissements pour un jeu participant! À l'aventure, mon colonel! Et quelle aventure! Let's give them a great big round of applause!
So having seen Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, I would definitely recommend the show as well as the food. Food was pretty tasty, you get a lot. I couldn't actually finish it all. And also, if you're lucky enough to go to the loo at the right time, one of the cowboys will come down while no one else is there, pick you up bridal style, run you back into the theater, and then drop you back off and tell you you're allowed to go to the loo. It's all very weird. And there was no one there to witness it. Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. We are in Hollywood Studios today at Chez Remy's, which is the ratatouille restaurant where they shrink you down the size of a rat and you eat in Remy's restaurant, and it's all very traditional French food. This is one of the like true Disney experience restaurants, and it's very new, so everything feels fresh. We're sitting on 2 model pork chops. That's our seats, and the food was very difficult to pick which food to get because everything looked amazing. We are so hungry. It has been raining non-stop, as is typical a la Paris, so we just really want to get some food. So I'm going to be very biased today because everything's going to taste good. I'm incredibly hungry. So our first nice surprise is that you in fact get a starter salad with every single meal you order, as well as very delicious bread. Our starter is soup, and it's seasonal soup, so depending on what time of year it is, you get a different soup, and we have got carrots. And you get croutons with it. Oh, it's good. Ellen pointed out it's quite gingery. Almost tastes like a Christmas soup, which makes sense because we're here at the kind of Christmas month still.
I think it's nutmeg.
I think it's nutmeg. Soup is just my best friend. So we got the steak, which was the most recommended, and we got the chef sauce, which I'm about to try. Peppery. So we all got our steaks medium, as you should. Now you can have your steak however you want. I ain't a Puritan. And you get ratatouille with every meal, but you only get the super special Remy's ratatouille with the premium meals. So it depends whether you want that experience or not. Oh, feel it. Oh yeah. You guys have got to come here. Moving on to the final dessert. I honestly feel alive after eating that steak. It was incredible. I got Gusto's dessert, which they described as a cake with cream, and what it is like 3 profiteroles on a cake with fresh cream. They said the cream was made fresh, which is the most important bit, and some kind of raspberry coulis. Looks good. It's a classic profiterole, but oh my goodness, the chocolate on top. It's so good. Again, it's kind of almost like a Tootsie Roll chocolate. I don't know how to explain it. The most important thing is the gold dust. Makes it special. Yeah, we can't believe this is all cooked by a rat. I'm like joking. We just found out with the half board we got, that entire meal is costing me 16 euros. Including my drink. What's that like? That's like £12. I just had a 3-course steak dinner for £12. And it was big. I'm full and the cake was good. This is delightful. Yeah, you have to book Jeremy. It's definitely worth it. Right, the final place, because we're on our way home now, is Boardwalk Candy Palace, where they do these little Mickey Mouse marshmallows, which we haven't tried yet, but I'm sure they're delicious. I've got a coconut covering, but you can get it without as well. It's just plain chocolate. But these just look really cute, so you kind of have to get one anyway, because even if they don't taste good and you don't like coconut, they still look really pretty on camera. And that's about it. Not happening. I almost feel offended when it doesn't want to focus on my face.